What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another deck profile here on TCGU University for the card game UniVersus. My name's Tam, and today I'm going to be sharing my Suzaku deck that we played for this week's Budget Battle Campus Championship. Let's jump into it. All right, so like we said at the top, this is a budget deck. So the deck that we're going to be seeing here is a bunch of commons, uncommons, rares, and it's all going to be priced out at less than $50. So if you're new to the game or you're new into Suzaku himself, here's a fine starting point. So what does Suzaku want to do? Well, the thing about Suzaku is he's really, really good at blocking. After you block with one of your character cards, you get to build it into your staging area and then gain 3 vitality. Your gauge attacks get plus speed or plus damage equal to the number of character cards you have in your staging area, so they get a little faster, a little stronger. Or, and then lastly, you can discard the 3 attached characters you have to get 7 speed and 7 damage. Wow, 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 wow. And so one really, really big attack as soon as you get all 3 of your buddies out. And so the first attack card we're playing, obviously, is 3 more Suzaku. Let's put that in frame. Perfect. All right, so on to the attacks. We're playing 4 Southpaw. This card's just an engine machine. We're playing gauge cards so that we can stack our characters for free, because the quicker we can get 7, the better. And then this lets me draw cards, discard cards, and this says add any character cards discard away to your card pool. We're never going to be discarding character cards because blocking with them is just so much stronger. Yeah, this card's just an absolute solid filter machine. 4 high for 4 gauge, 4 draw a couple extra cards. Up next, one of our bread and butter attacks is we've got a Bargeist Fang. It gets really, really fast if its damage is 5 or greater. If we've got extra character cards, it gets damage from Suzaku, speed from itself, and then it can't be blocked by character cards, which is very good since it is a mid-block. Up next, we're playing one of Suzaku's cards. We're playing 4 Lightning Shot. This thing just gets a ton of stun. And then after my opponent readies any of those stun cards, you flip the foundations that they're readying. So any Hell's Reaches or whatever, we're just, I guess Hell's Reach flips itself, doesn't it? That's not very good. But anyway, if they ready something with something along the lines of Sense of Morals, we're just going to flip it. And that's just while it's in the card pool. So you can play Lightning Shot and then play a bunch of other attacks afterwards and then feel totally fine about it. Up next, we are playing 4 Lightning Torture. This card, if I have extra characters, just gets absolutely massive. It gives itself 3 damage to guarantee that your gauge hits, and then Suzaku gives it an extra damage as well. Card's very, very solid, and the reason that it's so good is because it says in my staging area or discard pile. So even if I have a card, one of the characters in my discard pile, it's still just going to pop off. And then the last attack that we're playing is a non-gauge attack. It is 4 Iron Knuckle. It just gets +1/+1 for each character in my staging area, and so it has the potential to get +4/+4 because of the Suzakus. It doesn't get the extra speed or damage off of Suzaku's Enhance, but, I mean, honestly, giving this thing +7/+7 sounds cool, too. On our foundations, the aggressive foundation that we have is for the Prism of 7. It's just my gauge attack gets +1 speed, my gauge or charge. So the only thing that this card doesn't touch is the Iron Knuckle itself, but that's okay. It's already getting its speed. And it also says grab, remove a character, add a character from my remove from game pile to my hand or my momentum. So it's probably going to go up to my hand so that I can then stack it back onto my character. On to some flow. We've got 4 Leader of the Saintly Beasts. This lets me pick up gauge cards as well as character cards. Or if my opponent attempts to ready cards like they want to do, I can discard a momentum and spin them back into their deck. And this is playable while committed. This is a really, really slept-on card, I think. Up next, flow-wise, we're playing 4 Bear of the Mackay Whistle. I can take in -2 to my attack's gauge rating, meaning that half blocks become even more potent. And then if I choose, I can take a character card from my and put it into my discard pile. I'm probably not going to do that because of the build that we're currently playing, but it is certainly an option that I can do. Up next, we're playing 4 Iron Grit. This card says that after I check a character card, I just get to add it up to my hand, which means that I then get to block with it, which means I get to build it, and then gain my life, so on and so forth. Very, very potent. Next flow card we have is 4 Hell's Reach. Being able to flip ready this card playable while committed is exceptionally good. Being able to just pop off however I need to and continue to keep playing these big long strings. And so hopefully I can gauge a couple times, flip a couple Hell's Reach to ready it back up, and then hit them with the big 7/7. And then defense-wise, we've got Immortality. Flip, if I block with a character card, it deals no damage, playable while committed. So blocking with Suzaku just says is a block for free, clears my card pool, gains 3, no damage. Or I can discard 2 cards and then add a Suzaku from my discard pile to my hand. That's the best part about this card, is being able just to fish out a Suzaku and find just a free 0 mid block. The only way that we get to use Suzaku, though, is if we got good blocks. And so the next defensive card that we have is Conquest of Terror. Flip, -2 speed. You need minus speed inside of this game. Attacks are so crazy fast because damage is what wins you the game, but speed is how you get damage through. And so you have to... damage does damage, but speed wins the game. That's the way I'll put that. So you have to be able to make sure that your opponent doesn't have the speed appropriate so you can make sure you get the block with your Suzakus. Up next, we've got 4 Pure of Heart. I put this in the disruption just because being able to rip cards out of people's hands is so crazy. And if my opponent has a way to interact with any of the cool gauge stuff that I have, I can just first enhance commit and turn that thing off. But this could also be considered a flow card because I can do it on my turn. If they take and attempt to do a cool thing on my turn, if I see a problem that they have, I will just turn it off as well. Whoops. And then the last card that we're playing is 4 Ageless and Wise. We probably don't need 4 inside of this deck, but the best part about this card is it is a spam, and it is an absolutely amazing low block. So, but if my opponent attempts to get rid of any cards inside of my staging area, I can just flip this and cancel it. And so there you have it. There is Suzaku from this week's Budget Battle deck. If you like this profile and you want to see more, make sure you check out all the matches that he played over on its own separate playlist, or join us live on Twitch, twitch.tv/TCGU University. Follow out there and get notified whenever we go live every Tuesday to play our 8-man single elimination bracket campus championships. Or if you're feeling it, the best way to support us is going to patreon.com/TCG University. It means the world to us, all the support that we've had out there. And you get so much extra content. There's a ton of extra content as well as a community brewing out there. So from all of us here at TCGU, thank you very much for watching and stay learned.